leader and my good self sat with the going to the speaker and hold further discussion. When we are done, you would hear from us on the matters that arose on Thursday. That's all I can say.
So what you're saying, at least I've told you that many people, since we advertised that you were coming on, there have been a lot of concerns about that action. You are their leader.
It is.
To be wrong. You are supposed to be showing the leadership, and we're expecting to hear from you on it.
If something goes wrong, rightly so, expect the public to condemn it. If something goes right, rightly so, expect the public to praise. So I am not surprised that the public is unhappy with our actions. Like I said,
but as their leader, were you happy?
What I'm saying,
what
I'm saying is that we have had discussions. We would continue discussions with the Speaker of Parliament.
Okay.
I'm sure when we're done, all in all, there will be a political understanding, and then certain statements will be made regarding the incident. So let's wait for that day.
Okay. I think we can go back to the other video. With what was happening in Parliament. Yes.
Speaker, as you can that of Thursday and Friday. So, Speaker, it is a fact that the first time His Excellency Mahama nominated the first set of ministerial nominees were announced was on the 9th of January 2025. The Speaker, is the 4th of February 2025. We are not yet even 1 month into the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Speaker, we have vetted and approved a number of ministers, but overall we have vetted, and by the close of today would have approved 42 ministerial nominees out of 60. The reason why we are even at 42 is because since Friday, we have not yet received any additional nominations. So in effect, we have finished vetting and hope to conclude the approval of 42 nominees to ministerial appointments. As a matter of fact, all those who have been nominated to serve as the cabinet of the government have actually been vetted and some approved by this House. This is a record performance that this House should be proud of itself. And we have done so in spite of the theatrics and the drama with the cooperation and support of our colleagues on the minority side. The process, there have been some incidents. They are regrettable. And So, Mr. Speaker, I will support the appeal of my colleague, the minority leader, that you temper justice with mercy. I agree that your decision to suspend some colleagues was timely, and I believe that it has been understood by the generality of Ghanaians as a step that restored the image of this parliament. And so, Mr. Speaker, I believe that your action has achieved its objectives. But as you can see, our colleagues are remorseful. Our colleagues accept your in good faith your decision to suspend your suspension, to reconsider your decision to suspend. Mr. Speaker, it is not only members of the minority side that were suspended. In fact, the chief whip of the majority was also suspended. So clearly the conduct was on both sides. And I also, on behalf of my side, appeal to you to reconsider your decision and lift the suspensions so that our colleagues can join us, whilst the other measures that you are putting in place so that long term we can ensure the orderly conduct of business in this house is achieved. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Right. So
that's really nice to see.
And I've always said this. I've had high respect for Mahama Yarika. He's one of the MPs. I respect all MPs, but he's one of them that tops it for me. But now he's majority leader. He's like #1 on my list. His sense of diplomacy and communication is like top notch.
Top notch. Like I enjoy listening to him. Yes. He seems to get the assignment, and so I mean, he's contending with a very for lack of a better expression, aggressive opposition. However, every now and then he finds a way to
calm things down.
To calm things
Just
down.
like what happened on Friday morning during the vetting of some ministers. It was when Afenyo Marking and the minority entered, and then they started there. He was like, no, let's just calm down. Like the way he was calming, even his own majority members who were like trying to, meet them with also heat. He was like, calm down, calm. I was like, wow.
What can you do as a leader? This is where your leadership skills are tested. So, wish him all the very best.
Yeah.
So let's get into our stories for this morning. What is happening in the world of politics?
Well,
what is
so
Trump
much
doing?
is also happening. Well, we've gone through a couple of them. We've seen that of the Speaker lifting the suspension against the 4 MPs. There's also that of Afenyo Marking. So Afenyo Marking has apologized to the Clerk of Parliament, Mrs. Gifty, for his,
he made some really damaging comments about her being biased
and everything. So he apologized to her formally on the floor of Parliament yesterday.
Well, that's why he's asking for an apology for his president. Okay, now let's get into our stories.
It's an apology season, but then let's get into the stories and begin off with Parliament, where Parliament has officially approved the nominations of Kwabena Minta Kando, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, and 15 others as minister designates following an extensive debate. Now, the approval and of course the legislature's role in scrutinizing effective appointment office. Now, of Health, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, Minister Designate for Foreign Affairs, Isifu Seidu, Minister Designate for Climate Change and Sustainability, Samuel Nate George, Minister of Communications, Digitalization and Innovation, Rashid Palpuo, Minister Designate for Labour, Jobs and Employment, Kofi Adams, Minister Designate for Sports and Recreation, Joseph Nikpe, Minister Designate for Transport, Mutala Ibrahim, Minister Designate for Environment, Science and Technology. Now others include Charity Gardner, Minister Designate for the Ahafo Region, Salisu Biu Aburi, Minister Designate for Savannah Region, Wilbert Western Minister for because symbolically demonstrating their rejection of his nomination. Now, during the parliamentary proceedings, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin led the caucus in a symbolic act requesting water to wash their hands of Ablakwe's approval. For the video of the Honourable Minister doing, the Honourable Member of Parliament and Leader of the Minority Caucus doing that he wants to visit MX24, GH and MX24 News for the details of that particular video. But now let's still stay in Parliament, because the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, has lifted a suspension of 4 members of Parliament who were suspended after a clash during the vetting session on Thursday, January 30, 2025. The altercation occurred between the minority and majority MPs, escalating tensions in Parliament. The disagreement reached a peak after the suspension of the 4 MPs triggered a debate over whether the vetting should proceed on January 31st, 2025. Now, following the suspension, the minority MPs walked out, leaving only the majority to continue with the vetting of nominees, including that of MP Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, who had already undergone several hours of questioning by the Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin. Now, the lifting of the suspension comes after a review of the incident. Now, the 4 MPs, Roxanne Nelson Dafiame, Frank Anodompre, Jerry Ahmed Shaib, and Al-Hassan Tampuli are now expected to resume their parliamentary duties as normal. This move seeks to restore order in Parliament following the disruptions. Now let's take a listen to the Speaker of Parliament while he lifted the suspension.
We will not be able to put committees in place, including that of the Privileges and Immunities Committee. And the standing orders grant me the power and authority to do what I did. And clearly, the jurisprudence are very clear that when contempt is committed in facie curia, you don't proceed to set up another committee or court or whatever to investigate and submit a report. And so I referred to the one in Parliament. My very good honorable member, you are at liberty, even after this, to proceed anywhere. I have no problem meeting you in court, but that's where I was farming for many years before I became a member of Parliament. So, instantly, and it takes effect immediately. The honorable members who are elected are permitted to the presence of the House. I must say that they complied. They actually complied with the orders. And the standing orders are clear. And presence of Parliament is defined. And we have, so I want to commend the members and also the law enforcement agencies.
Now, that was the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, lifting the suspension against the 4 members of Parliament who were, well, allegedly named at the heart of the chaos that erupted during the vetting of some ministers on Thursday, January 30, 2025. So the ministers who were banned or who were, suspended from Parliament, Roxanne Nelson Dafiame, Anodompre, Ahmed Shaib and then Jerry Ahmed Shaib and then Al Hassan Tampani will now return to Parliament, take their seats and continue with their parliamentary duties as expected. Now let's still stay in Parliament because the Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin has issued an apology to Gifty Goba, the clerk of the Appointments Committee, following his recent outburst during a vetting session. Now during the session, Afenyo-Markin accused the clerk of bias and procedural lapses, with the minority subsequently calling for her resignation over alleged unprofessional conduct. Now, the opposition MPs led by the minority leader claim she displayed open allegiance to the ruling New Patriots National Democratic Congress, compromising the neutrality of the vetting process. However, after Adaklu MP and Minister for Roads and Highways Governance Kwame Agboja urged an apology during a parliamentary sitting on Tuesday, Afenyo-Markin expressed regret for his remarks. He admitted that his frustration led to an unprofessional reaction and acknowledged the need for decorum at parliamentary proceedings. Take a listen.
I shall proceed in terms of what my brother said. And he and I have a long relationship. I don't mind he saying that publicly. It is for the good of all of us. Today I'm 46. Tomorrow I may be 50, and I will not be the same person. We grow, we learn, we mature. If Kwame is saying that he knows the family, and my outpour, please, it doesn't mean anything. Please, we've been in this house for some time, I beg you. If Kwame holds a view that he knows the family, my reaction on the conduct of our clerk has resulted in some trauma to the family. He knows the family, I don't know the family. And the lady in question, let me, Mr. Speaker, unreservedly say, what's her name? I want to mention the name in full. Please. I will do it. Mr. Speaker, let me unreservedly say to the clerk to the appointment committee, Mrs. Gifty Jagge Goba, I am sorry. Let me also say to her husband, Mr. Speaker, she bears Mrs. Let me also say to the husband, the lovely husband, that my comment in respect of internal matter, if as a husband he is traumatized by this, I hereby unreservedly apologize to him as a husband. To the children, let me unreservedly say sorry to the children. Let me unreservedly say sorry to the extended family, those close and dear to her who are affected by my outpour of disappointment in her conduct. And to all her colleagues in the parliamentary service, including colleagues who felt that I could have managed the matter better. Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. I again apologize unreservedly, and I know that with all discussions held, we would be able to work better in spite of some reservations that we may have. Mr. Speaker, let me emphasize that even as we were resolving this matter, at least I've had a better approach. This afternoon we met. I had the opportunity of looking at drafts and she making corrections, and relationship has been restored. She and I did not have a bad blood.
Well, it looks like Parliament is now looking like it's smoking the peace pipe. That was Alexander Afenyo-Markin giving an apology, or, you know, stating his apology to Mrs. Gifty Jide Goba for his statement made during the vetting session, where he alleged that she was biased and was in, bed with the ruling New National Democratic Congress, (NDC). So he's apologized. We hope to see, some better connections with the two of them. Away from Parliament, let's go to the presidency, But President John Dramani Mahama is set to continue his nationwide thank you tour, with visits to the Western and Central regions, expressing gratitude to Ghanaians for their overwhelming support during the December 7 elections. And as part of the tour, he will make stops in Sekondi today. That is this today, where a grand event is scheduled to take place at the Sekondi Methodist Park at 2 p.m. The event is expected to draw thousands of supporters, party executives and government officials who will join the president in celebrating the National Democratic Congress's victory. Following the Western region visit, the president will head to the Central region tomorrow, where another event will be held at the Jubilee Park in Cape Coast at 2 p.m. The gathering in Cape Coast is anticipated to be just as vibrant, with residents and party faithful expected to show up in large numbers to welcome the president. Well, he's done the Volta region, he's now doing the Western and Central regions. You want to stay glued to MX24GH, MX24 News on Instagram, and MX24/Voting Voices for the latest news and updates with regards to the tour, which would start today in the Western region and then continue tomorrow in the Central region. Now, let's do some news where the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Ama Kofi Boa, has vowed to deal with the menace of illegal mining, known commonly as galamsey, and the grabbing of state lands. Speaking to the media after a staff meeting on his first day in office, the minister outlined measures and plans aimed at tackling the menace.
I had a very good meeting with the chief director and the directors of the ministry. I finished a staff meeting today and engaged the staff of the ministry, roughly about 160 of them. And we got a chance to, share ideas. First, I had to introduce myself and let them know why I'm here, and the mandate of His Excellency President John Mahama. I share with them that we are here because we have the mandate of the people of Ghana to reset not only Ghana, but especially in this case, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, to focus on reforming the forestry department, making sure that we take a complete look at the mining sector and address all the concerns that the people of Ghana have shared. Make sure that we create a pathway for legal mining and make sure we bring a stop to illegal mining. And in the process, make sure the destruction of our forests and our environment and our water bodies is basically brought to an end. We need to stop the bleeding, and so for the ministry, everybody who is working here, his goal must be towards achieving that objective, which is our priority. Land reforms at the Lands Commission, and you listen to all the challenges that the people of Ghana have. How do we make it so friendly and easy for people to basically get land services at the Lands Commission? How do we make sure that when it comes to title of land, it is not so bad as it is that, you can buy land today and all of a sudden, before you know it, you have another owner and all of that. How do we simplify it? How do we make sure we modernize these things using modern technology, working with the people at the Lands Commission? How do we make sure that the Forestry Department Commission is really focusing on protecting our forest reserves and making sure we heal the degraded lands and bring back our diversity and green Ghana again? How do we make sure that illegal mining or galamsey is completely fashioned out, and that we create a pathway for anybody who wants to engage in mining to do it legally, environmentally a friendly way, and make sure that we also protect our water bodies? These are the things that I engage. I told them that this place, in this ministry, when you walk in here, you must come with your professional heart, determined to help me, the minister, achieve the objectives and the mandate that has been given President Mahama and his new government. If anybody here who is not aligned, he must think twice about whether he wants to work here. But I'm very excited about working with anybody who's aligned with our objectives. And I believe that they are nice people, are professionals.
Well, that was the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Ama Kofi-Boa, outlining measures aimed at tackling the age-old menace of, illegal mining, known commonly as galamsey, as well as the issue of land grabbing and land acquisition here in the country. But then from one minister to another, let's do the Greater Accra Regional Minister, where the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Oklu, has reintroduced the National Sanitation Day aimed at promoting a clean environment and a sustainable approach to effectively managing waste disposal. According to her, this was commemorated on the last Friday of every month. So take a listen.
One of the key performance indicators for metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives will be their effectiveness in managing sanitation and waste. The reintroduction of the National Sanitation Day and the Cleanest City Award will promote a competitive and responsible approach to environmental sanitation. In line with this, there will be a Regional Sanitation Day on the last Friday of every month. The provision and replacement of street lights will be intensified under my tenure to enhance visibility, reduce crime, and improve road safety, ensuring all efficient street light system will contribute to the region's overall security and economic development.
Oh yes, in fact, within 50 days in office, all these things should be fixed. 50 days in office, yeah. Yes, not even all, but we'll make sure that majority, at least 70% of it should be fixed.
Well, that was the minister for, yet to be sworn in minister for the Greater Accra region, where she, spoke about the reintroduction of the National Sanitation Day aimed at promoting clean environment and tackling the menace of waste disposal in the country. She also says that within 50 days of her stay in office, she's going to work on the street lights in Accra. She's promised to work on that within 50 days. But then away from that, now let's do some education matters, where the National Student Union have expressed their frustration over the West African Examinations Council's delay in releasing WASSCE results. Let's take a listen to them.
They should release all the results forthwith, within a week. Whatever investigations they are doing, they should conclude within a week, because we wrote to them as far back as January 2nd. And from January 2nd till now, it's over a month. They should have enough time to have reviewed all these results by now. They should release it within a week, failing which we are going to commence series of protests. Occupiers, either you have cancelled the results or you have released it where they have heard, and even after the cancellation, they should be able to appeal. And those also whose entire results have been cancelled for isolated cases of malpractice, that should be reversed immediately with this particular exam, not subsequent ones. In their reply to us, they have stated that they are committed to reviewing the result and their regulations, probably in subsequent ones. We are saying that these very students who have written, whose entire results, the 483 students, the particular subject matter in which they were caught with the malpractice, it is only that subject matter that should be cancelled. These are our demands, and we are going to press home until we meet these demands. Thank you very much.
Well, that was the representation from the National Union of Ghana Students, NUGS, where it outlined its measure to the West African Examinations Council, saying that they should release the delayed results within a week, or else it's going to mobilize some sort of protest against the West African Examinations Council. But then, meanwhile, the West African Examinations Council has defended the delay in releasing the 2024 West African Senior School Certificate Examination results, citing ongoing investigations into alleged malpractice. John Kapi, the head of public relations at the West African Exams Council, emphasized the need for a thorough and fair process to uphold the integrity of the examinations. Well, so in as much as the WAEC has released, some statements, or NUC says within a week, if it does not, release the results that have been withheld, was going to mobilize some sort of protest in the offices across the country of the West African Examinations Council. And that's how we wrap up this morning's news on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Edinam Kumbey to say the news ends here. But when you visit MX24 News on Instagram, MX24GH, also on Instagram, and mx24.app/voting voices, well, there's more news for you to read from on the go wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Augustine. I just want to give thumbs up to my very darling, Afenyo Markins. The day I meet this man, oh. No, I thought that was very honorable to do, to apologize to the woman and the family, considering the complaints that came on the back of his outburst. He could have just held it back and said, I said what I said, but he did a very gentlemanly thing. And I agree with Nana Banama when she says, Afenyo Markins can be a gentleman when he was. But he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. We like that. Yeah. We like to see our honorables be honorables. Yeah. Right. Thank you so much. Well, we'll move on to some sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
You're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak Menta. We're getting into some sports this morning. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, has held talks with the of Sante in the relation to Sunday's GPL match at Nswatre. IGP Dampare met with Kontompo Nana Apinkra Akwesi Iwa, the first chairman of Kotoko's Interim Management Committee, Kotoko's head of sporting affairs and leader of delegation for Sunday's match. Kwesi Apia was also part of the meeting. Prior to the meeting, Kotoko officials, the IGP, personally reached out to the family of the deceased to extend the police service condolences and also assured them of a thorough investigation to ensure justice is served on the day. Call for sports on that one. Well, we have a video to buttress this point. Let's take a look at it.
I'm out and say that in Africa, if you take two countries and want to have a peaceful environment, Ghana is one. And then being compared to countries of a level that of their development over the years that we are nowhere close, we're going to say that our place has been safer than places like Canada and yet we are not satisfied with that because it is about Ghana and it's not about comparing ourselves to anybody. It's about making sure that every lives matter, and that is why we decided as soon as the incident happened, we did the investigation thing, which is the normal thing we do. But we wanted also to add humanity to the way we do things. That's why quickly, when we settled in and we saw the dynamics of the issue, I quickly had to make a couple of calls and then spoke to a couple of the leadership, including my people, and conference the leadership part. And
Dr. George Ekufu-Ampare. Now moving on, a two-time Grand Slam champion and Mona has retired from tennis. Iranian position on Kenya following her 6-1-6 rounds. Bronzette would reach considering retirement external because of a knee injury that forced her to withdraw from Australian Open qualifying last month. This week's event was just her 5th tournament since returning to the WTA tour following a doping ban in a case which went on for about 2 years, and we have a video to that. you by Betway. Betway get way more. Visit the MX24 app to catch up on all the fun and excitement of the AM Club shows, featuring engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content you don't want to miss out on. Now, well, it's time to get into some really amazing stuff. Now, catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insight on mx24online.com. It's now time to take a deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz. And Daphne Flashley will take us through that right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
It's a lovely Woman Crush Wednesday. Yes. Good morning, guys. You're welcome to the new segments. My name is Daphne Flashley, and anytime you see me grace your screens, you know it's time for updates in entertainment. Welcome. Take a seat and let me get to you. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Daphne.
How are you?
You get me smiling like like a fool.
I mean, I say, oh, Pemi.
It's like, I don't know, would you been cool? Because energy, you know, yeah, different. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm beautiful. Oh, amazing and very successful. How is it going with entertainment stories?
Everything is fine, but first of all, I have to recommend you. Girl, are there any sports, BBC sports people that are looking for presenters? Because my girl, see, the names, I can't even mention them, but you were just like, I have to recommend you.
Thank
you. Got
you.
me smiling over there. Women be doing it, right?
No, you, I can't be having a bad day on the show, and then you show up and I'm like, oh my God. Now she's come to mess it up for me. You know, sometimes it's okay to have a bad day, so you frown a little and be moody, and then you show up and then I'm like, wow, she just messed it up.
Now, before we get into our entertainment stories, I want us to do something little.
Okay.
I want us to do something spicy.
Okay.
Now, we're in the month of love, right?
Yes.
Definitely. I want to test your flirting skills, your pickup. Give me your best pickup line. Make me fall in love with you this morning. Give me your best pickup line and I'll give you mine. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's start with you.
Let's start with me.
Yeah,
okay. Do you have bandage? Do you have a bandage? Can I borrow a bandage?
No, I don't have one.
Okay, because I broke my leg when I fell for you.
Hey! I cannot. How do you come back from this? I can't.
No,
I can't compete.
You believe in God.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm terrible at this.
Okay, let me give you another one.
Okay.
Are you from Tennessee? Are you from Tennessee?
No.
Because you're the only 10 I see.
Boss. Okay.
I mean,
again, I cannot come back from this because what am I going to say?
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you hurt? Are you hurt right now?
No.
Because Cupid shot his arrow and it was on you. Anyway, let's get into that serious story before you follow me the entire day.
I mean, considering the fact that I'm straight, I mean, it's impossible. So.
It's very impossible. Hey, she just had to do it. Nailed it, please, before
I'm straight. I like men. Let's say it right there. Thank you so much.
So let's quickly get into the entertainment stories. Now, we have Kamido. First of all, what do you think about the Ghana entertainment industry, especially the music? Do you think people are full of pride? Do you think people are full of pride?
No, I think we have. I mean, you should be elsewhere. I'm not going to mention name. You know, you should be in a different country. You know, the entertainers are very, very, you know,
prideful.
Yeah, it's accepted because they're celebrities or they're touted to be celebrities. But over here, you see, we have very nice musicians, especially. They're very nice people. I think internally they have their issues, you know. So if they don't like it, they don't. I had an altercation once. It wasn't a heated one. With Feli Nuna. Because I said something on television she didn't appreciate.
Like it.
But I think right there and then, when I told her where the conversation was, because they give it a very small section of the entire conversation. She understood it, and we moved on. We've been good friends ever since. And so I believe there's a human part of it. But as for pride, I don't think.
You don't think so. You don't think.
No, I don't.
Well, I think Kamido will disagree with you.
I'm sure.
He's gonna disagree with you. Now he says that the music industry is full of pride and we should change, because that's one thing that's hindering us from going into the international forum. So let's quickly.
But context is important. So let's see what.
Yeah,
why
exactly.
He says that.
So let's get into it. Ghanaian Afrobeat artist Kamido has expressed concerns about the challenges facing the Ghanaian music industry, citing pride and ego as major obstacle to collaboration among artists. He advocates for a more strategic approach to branding and packaging music, suggesting that a well-curated image could attract corporate attention. Kamido also proposed collaborative tours and collective action to drive growth, expressing frustration with the industry stagnation and urging artists to work together to create a stronger presence locally and internationally. So he put out a couple of tweets saying his mind, and so let's quickly take a look at some of the tweets. Let's take a look at some of the tweets. Okay, so he started with, the number one problem in Ghanaian music industry is that we are tapping into the wrong pride and ego and refusing to work together. Next. Labels don't want to put big budgets on our projects because we don't know what we deserve. FDA dropped that ban. Let's brand and package that arts better and see if the corporate world won't pull up. Yeah, let's go on tour together. This year must be different for Ghana music. Okay. Let's get on more joint EPs and albums. Yeah. Okay. So now you get the context.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
He has a point, and I'm going to touch on a few things. One is the collaborations. They have issues. See, those people that we are looking at tapping into their fan base.
Yeah.
Are also people who are busy working on their stuff. They have an industry together that is working for them. How about we build ours so that instead of going to pay money for them to come and collaborate with us, they pay us for those collaborations. Now, the collaborations between them as well, we see very little. In a year, you would see very, very little collaborations between the Ghanaian artists, and you wonder what's going on. You know, and this is something Rihanna pushes up against so much. A lot of them could do major collaborations that could put them on the map, that could put them out there, but they are holding back on doing that, and I don't know what it is. A nationwide tour, beautiful idea. We've never seen anything like that. I haven't, and so I think some of the points he's raised are very, key points. And again, like I said, context was important.
Yeah.
With ego in what?
Yeah.
How are we displaying ego in the music industry? And I think his points are...
He actually explained it into
yeah. And then also the ban on from FDA. Charlie, that ban is a serious thing.
See.
It's really taking bread out of the mouth of these boys, man. Charlie, it's serious.
Tell you.
I feel bad. Look at the video he's touring the world with... Is it Martini? Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I think there's some... I mean, these boys are hungry, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, moving away from that, we are entering into some love conversations, especially with the man that I didn't know will be yearning for love.
Who's that?
Timini.
Timini?
Timini?
No! Timini, my family members love you. Don't go and look for...
He shouldn't go and fall in love.
No, he's falling in love already.
He says he wants to fall in love, but it's scary. Ghost, and it's too
Yeah, we will not leave you. We will not go anywhere. There's nowhere
call us.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh, no,
even if you say, oh, you need relationship, listen. Someone will say, what does this boy?
And when you're handsome and you're on the street, you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know who's the real one.
Exactly. So that is why people out there like this, they always like are holding back on that because they want to do once and for all. I mean, look at the debates with celebrities nowadays. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get into the story. Timini, you want to fall in love? Let's get into the story. Nollywood actor Timini Ebuson has spoken out about the challenges of building lasting relationship in today's world. Expressing frustration over the fleeting nature of connections, he attributed the issue to social media's negative impact, citing the woke generation's realistic expectations and monetization of relationships. Timini also noted that modern dating has changed, with women seeking financial gain and men becoming indifferent due to abundance of option. He emphasized that true love cannot be bought, and that men using their wealth to attract women does not necessarily equate to genuine affection.
Facts.
Call us. He will show you.
The way men think that, some men think that doing, all this money stuff is what is going to win them. And I was arguing with my friend the other day. I was like, you people are getting the kind of nonsense women you are getting because of what you bring on the table.
Right.
Because you come with nothing.
Let me even tell you something. There was a video that I was watching where he was saying like, oh, it was a podcast. All these silly podcasts. Oh my God. Now, so this podcast that the man is like, he's a high value man, and the woman asks you, what is a high value man to you? What makes you a high value? Do you know what he said? I'm 6'7", I am tall, and I'm a black man. And I make 60,000 a year.
He said it's 6 figures, eh?
6 figures.
I cringed when I watched that video.
You watched it?
I've seen it.
It's just like, that's what you think?
Below high valued. no value cry. He doesn't get there. In fact, so even the men don't even know who they are. And so they come into relationships to come and mess themselves up. Because if you don't know who you are, how do you know what you're going for?
But while they are messing themselves up, they're also messing their partner up. Because it's like, let's be real, when it comes to love, now it gets to a point in time, the person's mood is your mood. The person's this one is this. I mean, I caught myself crying the other time because I didn't hear from my partner. I was like, hey. I'm crying. But anyway.
When people eat bengu and sleep, if you don't call, who go and sleep?
Who go and sleep?
We wake up in the morning and we do this thing all over again. If you don't call again, we move on and go and sleep again. You're like, why? I used to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Mimi K.
Hey.
I'll roll on the floor.
Like.
Wherever you are, I'll find you. No, but it's a face.
Yeah.
It's a face. It's okay.
It's okay. But I really do agree with what he's saying. Money is not all of it. Anyway, moving on, we're still on some international stories. I know they say fashion is a way of expression and fashion doesn't have any gender or whatever. But I'm going to side with this particular particular fan of Denrele who asked him about his sexuality. Because you look at this man, and I know you're not supposed to, but people say fashion, you express yourself with fashion, but the way he dresses, right? The way he portrays himself will definitely make people have this thing in their head. But there's a short video of what he was wearing for the people on Twitter to ask him what his sexuality is. And so if the video is there, can we take a look at the video? If the video is there. Okay, I think the video is not there, but the tweet is, if the tweet is there, I'd like to read the tweet too. Anyway, but let's quickly get into the story. Let's quickly get into the story of why Dan really responded to an ex saying that you can't, fit him into a box. So let's get into it. Nigerian media personality and model Denrele Edun has responded to a social media user who questioned his sexual orientation after a video surfaced of Denrele arriving at an event in Lagos dressed in his signature style. A user asked if he was gay. Denrele replied wittily, redefining the acronym gay to gorgeous and young, graceful and youthful, and good as you, showcasing his characteristics, humor, and confidence. Oh, I wish the video was there. Boy, I submitted it. What are you doing?
Nah, this one.
Anyway, this is not my fault. But anyway, I mean, with people saying, fashion, you don't have to put fashion in the box. The man can wear a skirt, a woman can wear trousers. What do you think?
I think that we all know what every gender should be wearing. And even though we want to get excited about fashion, we should know that whatever fashion we choose to participate or take a part in, defines us. If you want to be seen as a fine gentleman, clean, classy, you will come looking like that. And when you get into the room, everybody will identify you as that. If you decide to cross-dress, because sometimes that's what I think he's doing, if you decide to cross-dress, people will question your sexuality. Even though it's none of their business, I think you open yourself up for these kind of questions. And if once he's comfortable with it, because there really has been very comfortable with this kind of tags for years. And so I don't see him getting worried about it now. I don't see him, I don't see it working him out now. He's comfortable in what he's wearing, and he's worn this ever since I was 6. And so I mean,
ever since you were 6,
he's old. He's really old. Wow. He just knows how to take care of himself.
Wow.
I'll not be shocked if he's 50.
Yeah. Okay, so the video is here. So let's take a look at the video, so you know what we're talking about.
And that's on period. I say you people.
This is how we'll be answering people back to back. You want to be confused, Abby?
Let's further confuse you. I think, like I said earlier, Denrele has been through this. He's been called gay. He's been called all sort of names. He's been doing cross-dressing before the Bobby Davis came on board. He's been doing this. And so for me, I think that whatever makes him comfortable, and he seems to be very comfortable in his skin and what he wears. And so I'm okay with it. I'm not hating.
You're not hating. We're not hating. We're not hating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is all we have for you today on Entertainment News segment. My name is the ever beautiful, ever gorgeous, amazing Daphne Flashly. Do so to visit us on all our social media pages at MX24GA to be updated with everything in the entertainment world. I'll catch you same time tomorrow. Don't miss me too much. Over to you, Mimi.
Thank you so much, Daphne Flashly, for coming through with those entertainment stories. It's always exciting to have you here. I keep telling you that. Well, let's get into other things right here on the show. This is still the AM Club. In today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. At Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across services, and loads more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal. To keep browsing, to subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial *900# or use the Telecel Play app to visit a Telecel retail or visit a Telecel retail outlet, or again get connected today. Terms and conditions definitely do apply. Telecel, connecting energies. And that's it for Coffee Daily. Up next is Fashion Wednesday with my girl Diana Edinam Kumbey. She'll be joining me right here on the show as we talk Fashion Wednesday. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we return, the show continues.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner. Feel good. Feel good. Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles, you were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
Sisi masendi obia sika ama no enti metwa mu continue
Juice ni ope na fe sendi sika no ma no.
Sending money from Telecel is free. You can also make payments to merchants on all networks with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Ready to start your modeling journey? Dreaming in ways, mugs and covers, and fame? The Model Institute is here to make it a reality. At the Model Institute, we believe every aspiring model deserves more than just a dream. They deserve the skills and knowledge to succeed. In partnership with Radford University College, we are transforming modeling education. Our comprehensive one-year covers everything from mastering the runway to understanding contracts, preparing you for the competitive modeling industry. At the end of the course, graduates will be awarded a certificate in modeling, giving you the credentials to stand out. Registration is ongoing. Apply online at www.themodelinstitutegh.com/register. Call us on 024-890 or visit us at Radford University College, Lagos Avenue, East Legon. Follow at the Model Institute GH on all social media for updates. The Model Institute. I'm at Victoria Kuram. Victory loves preparation. Let's prepare. The model world is
waiting. Cheers to the lingering taste, lasting memories over tables in group or. What's your go-to when you desire beverage? Whip up your vibe. The Ghana Beverage Awards is back to reward standing beverage, and power is in hands. Nominate your most favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com from 20 January to 28 February. Ghana Beverage Awards is powered by global and happy. Ghana Beverage Award, inspiring excellence in Ghana's beverage industry.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes and what we just wear. It's Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
I want to find out one thing. What happened with you and Cookie?
One day Cookie calls me and says, bro, I want to do my solo album. Ghana, if somebody go, blah, blah, even for the media space right now, go talk your mind right now, they go talk to you, they go blacklist you. Event organizers, they go, balance one.
Only this was a part of our group. One of the times we featured on 9,010 laughs. Fluid, so I called him, so speak to my manager. Where?
Patience is a virtue that carries a lot of weight. Yeah. Always know that you live to fight another day.
I feel say we musicians, one thing we like do, we know how to create. But the business part, we know the add on to whatever we do.
You right now understand everything is about marketing. If you like
the people I was looking up to, these two boys called famous people. Their work looked like they had like they were
17 people or 20 people.
Into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influencers and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just do. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every day at 6 p.m. on TV.
You're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. If you're just joining in, you made the right choice. My name is Miriam Udua Comensa. It's Fashion Wednesday, and so we're going to be getting into that. My lady is already ready. Is already ready. Is that English? But before we get into the conversation right here in the studios at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals, and which is why we are delighted to present our Bushan Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 or 050 3860 381. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Now we're talking fashion, and so shopping just got easier. And for me, I am excited because when you jump onto the website today, you get a 10% discount. But let's talk about it. It got easier and better. And of course, Smarter A to Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana, is now live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we've redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroup.com. That is www.onlinestore.azgroup.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping today. A to Z Department Store, we say shopping redefined, and we make shopping super easier. Like I said earlier, 10% discount on every purchase you make on the platform. And remember, you can purchase with mobile money, Visa, MasterCard, whatever card you're holding, you can definitely purchase on the platform and thank us later. Let's move straight into the studios. Diana Edinam Kumbey is in the studios. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Government, how is he doing?
So, I think I've known so the vetting thing was going on. I realized that, well, let me put my feminist cap on. So there's so many, you know, the lady that, the woman that said something, you stop being silly, or like she used the silly word, and then it's like everybody is going crazy about, But did you see how Sam George was responding to that were being asked?
Yeah.
If it was a woman who was sitting there, what would that be the same conversation? Because the conversation that is had is, oh wow, that's my Effie, that's my idol. Yeah, like the way he answered, he's giving his back to back, and you see those are the headlines and the comments that you see, and I'm just there thinking, and somebody just said silly, and. It's like Ghana, like people are going crazy over silly. But the way somebody is responding, their disposition, their attitude, the entire way his posture it's just arrogant. But we are hailing and we are excited inside. It's just interesting to see the double standards.
Yeah. I mean, the minority has asked for an apology.
That's what did she say?
No, for some judge to apologize for his posture at the vetting. Because they think it was
but nobody is talking about that one. The silly one, everybody was on everybody's everybody had their own comments about why would you use such words and things like it's just.
But don't you think that it's also because the disposition, the thought of people of a woman's disposition should be more graceful?
That is a stereotype. That's my whole point.
Yeah, I get what you're
doing.
So,
you have decided that women are supposed to be a certain way and they're supposed to act. And once you move out of that box, once you don't dress that way, you don't talk a certain way, you don't move a certain way, you don't have a certain posture, you don't cross your leg, once you don't have
do those things,
then there's something wrong with you. But so what? I say you are silly.
Hey,
get away.
Wow.
No. Honestly, I think that there are so many double standards, and it's just very interesting to look back and see. Maybe a year ago, I wouldn't have pinpointed that there's something wrong, but right now, my eyes are quite open. So it's just very interesting to see. I'm hoping that people are seeing the double standards as well, and that we are learning from all of these things. Let's not put women on a different pedestal as compared to men.
And again, since we're on that subject, I would like us to talk about the women who have gone through vetting so far. One of which has become a topic because and actually
nothing. I think there are certain situations where some people can't handle certain things, but it comes with the job. Because if I'm looking for a job now and I have to go through interview sessions and vet, I have to, whatever it is, I will let you know that I'm quite nervous. And so then it's up to the people who are doing the vetting or the interview to sort of, calm you down and let you know that it's just a conversation. I mean, we've had people who come to the studio to have, and it's just us, and then maybe camera guys and the cameras, but they're so tense. How much more a situation where the whole country is watching, and anything you say, they will cut it and put it on social media, and it will follow you for the rest of your life. I understand how one would feel that way, but I still think that if it's part of the process, you have to go through the process.
So, per our constitution, if you don't go through that, you have not been vetted, and so you cannot move on to be approved. So if she's approved right now, people are arguing that it is unconstitutional.
Yeah, it's a problem. That one, is a problem. It's not, but we are not saying that let women go through the easy way. We are just saying that give us an equal opportunity. That's all. And the equal opportunity is that you have been selected, or you have to go through the vetting.
The vetting, like everything else.
Yes, and then when it's approved, and you go ahead and then do your job. We are not saying that let everybody go easy, but it has to be done.
But then you see what you just did over there. Do I feel like this sounds for me, because I've had a lot of women speak also like yourself. I feel like for me this again is double standard for me, because if we're saying that the men cannot be in the posture that they are, because if women are in that posture, they are going to be touted, disrespectful, whatever. Why don't we all, since we are all going to be serving in the same government, serving in the same offices, why don't we all go through the same process?
But what's process? But I just said that we have to go through the process.
No, I'm saying that. So I'm just telling you that when I look at some of the conversations that are going on, oh, okay, so make the questions easier for her to go and sit down.
No, but that's not what I'm even sitting here saying.
Okay.
But my point is, if there is a process that you have to go through, you have to go through.
You have to go through.
It's not. I'm not saying that make questions easy. I'm not saying. As the person comes there, they've told you their problem. It's up to the people who are sitting there to calm her down, let her know that this is the issue. It's a conversation. Just tell us what you are doing. Literally,
yes.
It's because being nervous, being shy, is not up to to women. I've seen. I don't know the names, but from the talking, you can tell that is nervous. Yeah, you can hear it in her voice. All the and women, why? And I'm worried. Able to be a woman. Our future include a woman and let the woman lead, because they pay attention to details. So my dad, he's big on, if the project is big, put a woman around it, put a woman around the leader, or let the woman be leading. But if we're doing that, and then you put you in an industry where, like for instance, the tourism industry, right? We're all looking at, Jivakomashi has done everything, like she's been here, done that, but then goes to vetting, and I'm looking at them like, you see, and so that's when you are doing vetting. Yeah. I don't think that they look at your coming. It's just you, and it's not just because again it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you. It's not that likes to talk. But they can. So, and much as you think that she could defend certain things, look at a track record. If you look at job, their track record, it's really tough. But if you look at she was in this position, was able to make it happen. But they said Hawaku they she went to do the interview. People have snippets where I saw it. The way they asked her, it was fish. Did she as a total power? Yeah. It's different. In the and so I why it's now made.
that fix
the
that thing be true. Again, that they are sure that they've to do, and then you go ahead and you try them again. The people you can sack them. I don't understand. You see why the arbitrary people.
Yeah.
You so, pay.
Take
no. From and I keep telling you that when I'm about to watch a project and they say, oh, Diana was on it, I just say, you know what, that's a good one. Let's go and sleep. And I say that unapologetically because I've seen what you've done with this show. Fashion Wednesday came, you killed it with interviews, with personalities. Like you went for the top and the best conversations. That's amazing. Run us through the entire season and what you're looking at. If you decide to do it again, what you intend to add, what you intend to do about what lessons you've learned from this season.
So I think this season has been really good. First season for something that's really right. The segue. I'm thankful for the team that had to. It's just it's the we are shooting and making sure that the videos are good enough. Go and thing. It's not a we team festival. Lessons a lot. You're looking in the shooting, explain, watching. It's like to time we don't to do this. I might have to. Is this thing? You know, so that I am in the loop, then I know what to expect. A lot, but moving. I think this particular focus fashion design to stylists, one or two beauty people, but I keep saying this season was more aspirational. So I'm letting you want to know the back how to $100. You have to start from the before you get so that's like the main focus. Maybe the next season getting more job, but these people but got people, so I want to look at people in and then sort of expand the scope. So again, this season focused on designers. I want to you suggested wigs, and but Oh man. Come on,
Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya. You know, I think it will be
Do you want to
brilliant.
write proposal? I don't. And show an event.
An event.
I say it's not out, so it's a secret between me and you. Yeah. Me, then
Final episode for this first season. Congratulations, honey. This has been amazing. What are we looking at tonight?
So we're looking at Dufie Bong official. So this one is why you have to have good friends. They are where they belong. So she's a friend. And I've known. It's just interesting. You know how you have it, then you see a friend is market manager or some office. So nowadays they didn't find these you because like you sort of know them and you like you're very answers like you have this interaction. Like it was just I just wanted to know more about the process she got to. It was like just with it was just a friend
to crown and
yeah. And fabrics in Ghana and communication. She's like, you know what? Long time in African so it's boring. So she likes to take different fabrics and then working with them. And the she's again, and then she's doing all of that. That should be enough. So again, different sorts of. I love that. So hair, my mentally looking for. Somebody has how to draw. Say God's people, because how do you tell me that you knew how to draw? Just didn't learn. Pieces. Them hit. Oh. Yeah. Right now she has space. She's working in people that work for her and all of that. So yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. That's cool stuff. Is it showing tonight?
So by now you should know that. But as I'm saying that you are so with me. So yeah, Wednesday 6:30 on TV, on YouTube, on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Is it Twitter? It's X. Honey.
I don't like Elon Musk. I don't like giving him the satisfaction. Right. But yeah, on X.
On X. Yeah. So we're live on all these platforms. But of course, we do have snippets of what's going to be happening tonight for you. Again, a big congratulations to you. Great job. You put in the work. We see it happening. The entire team, thank you so much for helping her make this happen. And so we'll be looking forward to season 2 and all the exciting things you're bringing up. Hopefully, she gets to do 1 or 2 travels. It looks like she's interested. So, because also I mean, see Fashion Wednesday in the UK or you just never know, because what's going to be coming, because what you did with this season was absolutely amazing. Some of the shows when I was just like, hey, but yeah, you did a great job. Congratulations. And we wish you all the very best. But tonight's grand finale, we're going to be having a great show. But what we have tonight for you is going to be we're going to show you just a little bit of it right here on the show. Then we appetite for tonight, and please take a look at it.
You figured that was the thing.
Hip. I want to industry. School. Did my now is it's what unique about African. Really, I'm like a texture bold that in a few with all of pieces. And really one, people come with like maybe an entire picture of what they want, and like they are not trying to change
so maybe a client has say
picture from I say I want the same thing. Now you it and post it. Oh, this is what
the original
Nigerian versus Ghanaian.
That was by the day, like your production breaks and all of that, and you're not trying to just anything, give just anything to anyone. That's called
But how do you think fashion empowers women?
that it's terrible and like to just think
about the African industry, someone who is in the
part of the industry. Of the you saying, you know, we have taken the global stage. We're just trying to get our stuff out there, and also like or the time even tomorrow, and you know, and then I'm bigger over the we
Welcome to the heart of Ghana, where beauty and heritage get ready. Most anticipated event of the year, Ghana Students' Most Beautiful Pageant 20 celebrates the brilliance of our youth, showcase the grace and intelligence of Ghana's beautiful students. Together, let's celebrate beauty and the future of Ghana. Premiering on Sunday, 2nd February 2025 at 7 p.m. live on MX24 TV.
Hello, amazing people. Quick question for you. Have you ever used a mobile app or a digital platform to pay for goods, send money, or manage your finance? You know those super convenient tools that make life a lot easier? Of course. See you there.
Long live high school kids. We are more than
Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly. Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly.
The Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. Sometimes God do things in circumstances and situations that when they will. But this must be the power of God. So to him, life meant Christ. Life meant for Christ. Life meant serving Christ. Christ in you.
CGC Evangel Temple presents the Kingdom Culture. 24. This and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
Okay, you're watching MX24 TV, and this your boy Perez Music. Ciao!
Hi guys, how you doing? This your boy SDK, and I'm here on MX24. It's fun. It's fearless. And it's factual.
What's up, everyone? My name is Diana Edinam, and you're watching MX24. We are fun, fearless, and factual. Get it right.
What's up? My name is Akwabwa, and you guys are watching MX24. Keep watching. I love you.
They say the portion they gave me was unknown. What I will become was never ever told. Now you're watching the beast in me unfold. I'm immortal. Dracula untold. What's up, people? This is your rap goddess, Eno Baroni, and you watching MX24. Keep watching it. One tear say, dead.
Your songbird Jackie. Keep watching MX24.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Last Minute. You watching MX24.
You know what it is upon Mali. Shevama Jesuniwa. Yeah. Best I got to big shout out to MX24. Keep watching. It's upon Mali. Malians.
Yo, what up? What's up? This be Quasi out there. And keep watching MX24. Keep it locked. D-da-day.
Drink in my hand, I'm vibing. Uber waiting outside. I don't care, I'm still in my towel, dancing in my towel. Hey guys, it's me, your one and only Davi Diva, Black Star Barbie, Feli Nuna, and you're watching MX24. Don't go nowhere, cause Davi Diva Ejeleme says so. Mwah.
You're welcome back to the A Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensa. You're welcome. Well, that was some soothing music. I would have loved to. This is very romantic. So if you want to, you know who to the for surprises nowadays. Saxophone. The saxophone is coming too much. Let's switch it up a little bit. Okay, but before we get into the conversation this morning, let's talk about Equity IRA Sabia Bambo Sika policy. In an ever unpredictable life, the presence of adequate support in times of health-related uncertainties is pivotal. In light of this, Equity Health Insurance presents the ABS policy aimed at providing much-needed reassurance through Equity Health Insurance ABS policy. For a monthly sum as minimal as 15 Ghana cedis, beneficiaries can avail themselves of up to 500 Ghana cedis support on hospital admission. The Equity ABS is meticulously crafted to furnish financial assistance for the duration of hospitalization, thus enabling individuals to concentrate on recuperation without the burden of escalating medical expenses. Waste no time in securing your future. The Equity Health Insurance ABS policy today. Contact us on 050-3860-381 or 053-919-4619 to commence enrollment today. Equity Health Insurance is always here for you. Now, joining us for the next phase of the show, okay? He calls himself Sev Tunezz. The instrument he's playing is what we're going to be talking about. I know they have a plan for the show, but I'm going to get into the instruments. Good morning. Did I pronounce your name? Sev. I Let's have. Good morning. How? Oh. I would on Valentine's Day. I
can do it for you.
You know. How long have you been playing this?
Almost a year, but piano since I was 3.
Since you were 3.
Yeah.
I was asking what instrument.
This is a guitar. It's a keyboard and a guitar, like holding it like a guitar, like a piano.
Okay. Yeah. I think about guitar.
Well, that tone is in, the saxophone tone is in. There are different tones.
Oh, what does that say?
Maneuver around so many tones.
You see, choose. Yeah, Mara, who was popular is this though? Because I haven't seen a lot of this. This is my first time.
Pidgin if I want to.
Pidgin, yeah, of course. I mean.
So, popular, yes, like then he really did back then. Like, not here in Ghana though, but back then he really did. But it died out, and then for some reason they started making it look extra nice. And
the fact that it's not in the system like that.
Yeah, but now it's back and people are actually getting it. And a few of my friends also have it that I know if they come inside right now, problem, but I will. We will do togetherness.
I see that. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, how is it, you know, how is it? I don't know this issue.
I mean, like, actually, when I'm in the very they play music, I play along. You just play something in the background. You just me there, looking. Be good.
Now this come up, but me, you know, big thing because playing piano from when you were 3 to moving into the only play.
Yes, I don't want to say anything for the only song.
Why?
Joke with it.
Okay.
And I can't play a bass. I can't play them. But this I can play my piano.
Very well. I know it's fine. What to you? But let's come to the conversation. It seems the reason I asked the question though is instrumentalists in Ghana, a lot of it from playing bands and those who are playing in clubs you. It's almost music, even the music appreciate would have thought of. What are your takes on this assessment?
First off, let me say it's not more like it's not accepted. It is accepted, but for people to actually be like, okay, fine, this is something new I want to get used to, it's a bit hard and more like we don't have the respect because, for example, let's just say a DJ comes to play music. He's playing the song already. We come and they play according to exactly what it is you're hearing. You feel like an instrumentalist is like this and then DJ is up. I mean, we all do the same things together. If it could be actually like seen that instrumentalists are also core, I mean, things would be cool out here, but they don't really see it that way. We are trying. I mean, likes of Echo Sax, Edubex, everybody they try. Everybody we try. We try. Small.
You get there. How about including at the best presentation GM already do?
Why not?
Yeah.
I just started, so I'm not going to rush and be like, oh, they have to be there. But I mean, I don't know which particular awards, but I mentioned Echo Sax. He has played one of these awards before, like these normal. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's time. It's time.
You guys are patient enough for that.
We'll take our time.
You take your time. Because for eternity conclusion, an industry like the music industry that has such a huge award celebrating everybody, every key player, producers, directors, right? They have a category in there.
I think they have a category in instrument. If I get tired, I've forgotten. Like in the studio works, like no, so maybe another works in the song, they'll go and play.
Yes.
So because they hear the songs out there, okay, this guitarist play this, okay, fine, performance, maybe social media. I'm not going to lie, I've been lazy with social media.
Okay.
I'm trying to, you know, hack it well and see what it could do for me, but yeah, social media too is another platform. So
so now. Singing and the instrumental musicians, and so the entire structure of instruments as a musician in Ghana, even to lead that, and it's what we do differently for instrumentalists and singers maybe.
You see, when you ask a question like that, you think the answer will come easy, but it's not easy. You have to think about it plenty. You sit down, analyze, structure, and then
plan.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that you're facing that you would have. I'm asking this question on the back of a challenge you could be possibly facing in the industry.
Should I say payments?
Yeah.
Some. Yeah. So it's like that. Oh, Charlie Sevan, my boy, can't play. Me too. I love the do. I love my friends. I'll go.
So you go on.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I went to play at a friend's wedding free. That wedding, somebody watched me carry me go dirty rave.
Oh.
So, like I said,
awesome. Now, since we already talked about the events that you've been in, being at knowing club shows, but you have booked events. And what are these events?
Stage was Tanks and Bikini, shouts to Influence.
Okay.
And I have played Tidal Rave.
Okay.
And Dirty Rave.
Oh.
This December was...
It was late, eh?
It was nice.
You cash out.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Across our door. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
That was nice.
Okay. So you think gradually your craft has been appreciated. What are your plans for 2025?
Making it, honestly. Basically, making it with... Like I said, I've been... Don't see me for hours. They know. I've been lazy. No more.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like this courage to go ahead and it's, even though you know that you've been late. Because this morning, the movie was, and it was your time to see the light of the time. So you're very, you're slacking in picking the big moves or picking the big moves. But he's an example of someone and he's decided courage is also very.
Social media has been a bit lazy, but they come. So your Instagram, find me Sev Tunezz. The Z is double. It's double Z.
Okay.
Sev Tunezz _
okay.
on Instagram.
Okay.
And my other details did the Instagram there. So if you want to call me, my number did there.
Your number did there. Sev Tunezz. Yeah. Double Z for the tune on it. You don't get YouTube. You don't get.
Yeah. I started year. Yeah, so if 1 year I've seen all of this
with more effort,
you know, with more
and a lot of work to the too big. And then you're anymore. Trust me, this year 2025, watch out for Sev Tunezz. Going to follow set up. Yes, and play a game. Just you missed the first one. He's going to, wrap the entire for me.
Something real quick.
Go ahead.
Please, big shouts to my Mando Blade. Today is his birthday, and Tasha. Bless you all.
Happy birthday to Tasha.
To Tasha and Blade.
And Blade. Happy birthday also from here. Makes me for him. Age on his voting is giving you all updates on what is happening, what is happening in Parliament. So my name is